Hey everybody, what's happening? It's been far too long now. Gotta get my YouTube fix. Yeah. So it's been a little while. Been busy, work, kids. I haven't had much time. It's early, 7:30ish on a Saturday morning. I woke up on the couch after my wife waking me up and handing me the baby at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not complaining. It's, she needed, she just got done feeding her and the baby still wouldn't go to sleep. She woke me up. She's like, I can't. You gotta take her. Give me her. So me and little Gracie kicked it on the couch for a few hours. She went to sleep. So, I'm got my nifty little Peterson here. Love this thing. And in it this morning, I have brown Irish twist. Dun dun dun. Not in the morning without having had something to eat. You gotta smoke that on a full stomach. Nope. Perfectly fine. No, I'm not saying there's not people that's true for, because I'm sure it is. But for me, it doesn't bother me. I used to inhale this stuff too. Alright, so first things first. Got some new beers that I've tried. I've never seen this around here. My parents brought this back from vacation in Wisconsin. It's Fulton Brewery in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's called the Ringer American Pale Ale. Really good stuff. Who's that? Who's your piper? Alright, and then this one I did find here. This is from New Belgium, Voodoo Ranger 8-hop pale ale. Both of these are pretty hoppy. It's got that bitter, hoppy, flowery kind of taste to it, but they're good. Had some Orlik Golden Slice with that Voodoo Ranger yesterday, and that was really good together. So, if you're a beer guy, you haven't tried those and you can find them in your area, give them a shot. And that actually means a lot coming from me, because typically I'm not a pale ale drinker. I'm a stouts and lagers, or porters. Sorry, stouts and porters. I like the dark stuff. So. Alright, so down to business. This is my VR to Stephen Waters for his 100 sub giveaway. I am actually making a video response with the intent of being in the drawing. Not that I didn't like other people's stuff that they were giving away, because I certainly did. I just didn't feel right about entering. I just subbed to those certain people, and I was like, they got people that they've been talking with, for a long time, or other people that were brand new, getting in on it. So I was like, nah, I'm just gonna stay out of it and just make a video response because I like the video idea. But this one, I really, really like what Steven's given away, even though it's not really anything to do with pipe smoking. It's a piece of history, and I'm not going to be disappointed if I don't win, but I would absolutely love to, because that is something that is just really cool. It's a very unique thing. It's a one-of-a-kind piece, you know. And it's a piece of history. So the question is, what would I do with $20 million? And I've spent some time thinking about this. And me being the person that I am, I would not quit my job right away. A lot of people would. They'd be like, I quit. No, gotta wait till everything gets going. Gotta wait till the wheels start turning before you can quit. So the first thing I would do is interview a bunch of stockbrokers, investment people. Find one that's really gonna, work for me, and we'll set up a deal, which I'm sure is pretty typical, but working on commission, where if I don't make money, he doesn't make money. So he's gonna make sure that my money is invested well, and that it's done for turning a profit, and get something going to where it's generating revenue for me rather than just pissing it away. I think the next thing that I would do would be pay off the mortgage on the house, pay off the cars, and once again, me being me, I wouldn't go out and buy a new fancy car. I'd keep my little Ford Fiesta 2012. It's an economical car. I like to be economical. For the most part, I like to spend well. I don't like to waste money on things that I don't need when I can waste money on things that I enjoy. Coffee, beer, pipe tobacco, doing things with the family. So, then I would dump some money into my father-in-law's business. Figure out some way for him to not have to actually work on his semi himself. Maybe get him a backup truck so that have it paid off to where he doesn't have to worry about it. So he can send one into the shop and drive one, and if he needs to swap and send one into the shop, he can for regular service. Something to that effect, just to make things easier on him. My father-in-law is a good dude. I really like him. A lot of people are not as fortunate in the in-law arena. I got a pretty good deal on that. I have two mothers-in-law, and they're both all right. Rachel is a stepmom, and her stepmom and her biological mom are both pretty cool people. So yeah, I got lucky on that deal. So yeah, I would definitely take care of him on that. I would set up a business with my dad. He makes his own fishing lures and does fly tying, and I think I would set him up to where he does that, and we'd sell his lures and stuff online, and possibly on the side, since he's good with woodworking, get him into carving pipes, and of course I would be wanting to do the dyeing and the finishing and all that stuff, and that's kind of more up my alley. I would go and I would set aside probably $1,500 to $2,000 for pipes, and probably about $1,000 just for tobacco, just to, because then the rest, which I guarantee you I barely even scratched the surface of that 20 million so far. Of course, half of it would go to taxes anyway, so we're talking about 10 million, but I'm still barely even scratching the surface. I'm into probably 500,000 right now or more. Well, so half to $750,000 with what I'm talking about so far. So there's a lot of money still left over. Set aside money for the kids for college. Put it in, savings accounts, high yield savings accounts, or CDs, things like that, that's going to gain interest. So the money will grow with time and the inflation of college costs and things like that. Yeah. Then I would quit my job. Once all that's settled and done, then I would get away from my job. I would find ways to set up businesses, invest in businesses. I'd probably maybe try and talk the people at John's into letting me sink some money into their place, just to make sure the doors stay open. Not that I think that they're struggling or anything. I doubt it, but with the advent of online shopping, all specialty shops like that are hurting by comparison. So I would do what I can to make sure that they stayed open. They're a good place. So I guess that's what I would do. Nothing really fancy, nothing crazy. I would spend as wisely as possible, but I'd still want to enjoy things. And of course, I'd probably take some money and take the family somewhere, depending on how much was left after all that was done, and maybe take some time off, go to Europe, go to England, see, things like Stonehenge, and would have to go and check out the Louvre and things like that. So that's about it. That's what I would do. So you have to get some video editing done, although I don't think there's going to be much editing. In fact, I probably won't even put the intro and everything on this, just because it's just a VR. It's not, anything. I'm not going to have everybody sit through my intro to watch a VR that isn't even to them. That's a question I have. Do you watch other people's VRs? Everybody else out there, when these contests are going on, do you watch the other video responses? Because I do. Because you never know what you're going to pick up from somebody else. That's, you never know when you're going to find out some little weird tidbit that you'd never heard of or never thought of before. So yeah. All right. Well, everybody, take her easy. We'll see you next time.